What's going on, guys? So, this question is asked almost every single day on my live stream. Which one is better and which one I think they should get an account with? And that's My Funded Futures versus Take Profit Trader. I'm going to go over everything. Also, I'm going to show you the best deals that are running. Before I do, we stream live every day. So if you have questions, feel free to ask. In the description of this video, we have the free futures course that we have. I also have the free link to our free Discord. Also, if you're getting one of these accounts, be sure to use coupon code COVETRADER. It will save you the most amount of money. Right now, My Funded Futures is 50% off. No activation fee. So after you pass your eval, there's no activation fee. And then after you get one, I think it's used for one user. After that, it's 15% off. But everyone should take advantage of the 50% off. It just makes sense. 50% off is the biggest deal they've ever run. And there's no activation fee. So you can't really go wrong with it. Starter pluses, expert accounts. Also, Take Profit Trader is running 40% off. No activation fee also. So obviously, if you pass, you pay no activation fee. There's no $140 or $150 activation fee to go to the funded account. So yeah, both firms, these are my top two firms that I use. And I'm just going to run down the differences, what's similar, what I like about both, what I don't like. I will say the daily payouts with Take Profit Trader are obviously number one. I mean, it's ridiculous. So obviously, I love daily payouts with Take Profit Trader. I will say My Funded Futures, you're paid in literally, 20 seconds. I think as for receive a payout, My Funded Futures is the easiest to get a payout. All you need is 5 days of $100 or more. So say your account has, $51,500. You can request $1,200. Now, the only thing that sucks is you're going to request the $1,200 and your account can no longer go below $50,100. So yes, you'd have $1,200 in your pocket, but your drawdown would be $300. With Take Profit Trader, you have to get over the buffer of $52,000, and then anything over the buffer, you can withdraw. Now, My Funded Futures, obviously 5 days means you got to trade for 5 days to get paid. Take Profit Trader is you get paid same day. The one thing with the evals is obviously you got to trade 5 days. You could flip 3 days. You can get over in 2 days because they have a 50% consistency rule. And then after that, you can just flip, get funded, and then get payouts day one. My Funded Futures has multiple accounts, so it's dependent on what you want. Starter accounts, you could pass in 1 day, but then you have a consistency rule once you're funded. Starter pluses, where you can get 50% off, is basically you got to pass in 2 days, 50% consistency rule on eval, but once you pass, they have no consistency rule on funded, and that's freaking awesome. There is no scaling rule with Take Profit Trader. They have a scaling rule here. You could use three minis, I think it is, while you can use 5 or 6 minis with Take Profit Trader. Both have no consistency rule if you have the Starter Plus, and both the eval rule is 50% consistency rule on Starter Pluses and Take Profit Trader accounts. These are end of day. Take Profit Trader is trailing, but once you're past the buffer, there is no trailing anymore. It's all static accounts. So, once you're past the buffer, you have a static account. The drawdown never goes higher than 50,000. So it's not really an issue with Take Profit Trader. Like I said, you can't go wrong with either one of them. I find them both to be the best. Links to both of them are in the description of this video. And I suggest Starter Pluses to get the 50% off and then the 15% off. Also, I like that there's no consistency rule in the funded stage. So, and they're both about the same amount of money. Once you've bought the first one, once you've bought this is 50% off. That's obviously the best deal. But after that, these are 15% off, and these are 40, which makes this 50K is like $100, and this is pretty much $100. I mean, it's close enough. So I have both of them. I trade with both of them. I like both firms. Both pay when you request. You get paid same day. There's no rules with takeprofittrader. All you got to do is trade. You can't trade news 1 minute before or 1 minute after. I'm almost positive. I forget which one. One of these you could trade news as well. I don't know if it's the expert account. I'm gonna have to dig into that, but one of them you can trade news. But you definitely can't trade news with the starter accounts. That I know. It used to be right here. I don't know where it went. But yeah, like I said, those are the drawdowns. That's what's the pros, cons of each. You really can't go wrong with either one. These are the top two firms that are out there. I highly suggest these two accounts. If you have questions about this, come on the live stream or come on my Discord, ask, comment on the video, and I'll be sure to get back to you.